all right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome one, welcome all to yet another Mario Kart Week cast. We are coming off the back of D1 semifinals in which AI defeated. Um, Catch me who it was? I forget. I
It
didn't
was
see it.
IG. It was
IG, yeah,
IG.
AI and IG 2-0. And now we are finding ourselves here with yet another semifinal D2 between Perma JC and Lethal Vengeance. I'm Jaggy, and I'm joined here by Seed.
Nice to be here again. A little bit of context coming into the match. So yesterday, we saw the other semi-final in D2. D2 was a 2-conference, 8-team div. My team YSL beating NWC 2-0. So now we get to see who else makes it to the finals. We've got JC, who finished first overall by 1 point, finishing 8-2 top of their conference with a better head-to-head than YSL, and Lethal Vengeance, who finished the season 5-1-4 in YSL's conference with a total of 19 points.
Indeed, and yeah, this division actually turned out to be pretty interesting towards the end. Conference format is a bit controversial to some, but in for a spectator standpoint, this turned out to be pretty good. We did see kind of Chef Stallion clawing their way up there and just barely missing out. If you look at their head-to-head against LV completely destroyed them. But other than that, Chef Stallion got a match against Perma JC, got a match against actually the match against YSL, but just weren't able to make it ahead of LV. And I think that matchup, the head-to-head, just really made the difference there for LV. They've been kind of up and down LV, but on their day, they're decent. I think they can contend against JC. And you mentioned no Torp, so potentially that could swing things. If you want to take a look at the lineups first.
If we get into the lineups, starting with JC, we have Casper US, Kairos, KA, Fatal, and Jaker. Obviously, as we just mentioned, Torp second in divs overall with a 33.1 average, I would believe, not in the lineup. But they still got plenty of firepower in there. Fatal and Casper US, especially KA as well. And we do see Jaker bag for them. I know that JC have had a couple of issues with their bagger. It's interesting because Jaker was not present for IG earlier, but makes it here for this match. But obviously, yeah, these guys, first overall across both of the conferences, are very strong in the regular season. A lot of experience within the lineup, a lot of speed, especially looking at someone like Fatal as well, who's a very, very strong runner. And yeah, it should be quite an interesting matchup. I think that JC are probably weaker communications-wise without Torp. Again, it's the knowledge and the experience of him being able to sort of IGL, but still a very strong lineup nonetheless. Moving on to LV. So for LV, we see a lineup of Ivan, Derek, Z-Devil, Psycho, and Nathan as a bagger. Z-Devil, for those that might know, those that might not know, has difficult availability with IRL things, but it's great to see him in the lineup. It's a massive boost for LV to have him in there. Obviously, this core has played for a very long time together in one way or another, especially the top three, Ivan, Derek, and Z-Devil. They've got Psycho, who's been in and about this level for a while now. Been competing in this division, and again, another interesting bagger in Nathan, who you would normally associate with running, but is not a bad bagger in any way, shape, or form at all. He also makes it into the lineup, so it's going to be interesting. It's relatively even on paper. Both teams have their strengths, both teams have their weaknesses, but it should be an interesting BO3.
And you mentioned that Z-Devil slots his way into the lineup here. And one thing to notice that Stubbs went all 30 for 30 GPs and does not find himself in this lineup. I'm not sure if that's tactical or availability wise, but I mean, LV has a strong core 5, let alone core 4. Z-Devil can slot in, obviously, but I do think that this 4 is very much, pretty well equipped, and they have played each other for a long time, even longer than JC. That could play a factor going into this. Like you mentioned, the comms, JC better individually, maybe slightly than LV, but LV has just been there through and through with that core 5 that I mentioned. And I do think this is going to be very evenly matched. You did mention for JC, I didn't get to say Torp not playing, but KA being that sub, you did mention he's a strong player. He's a little bit more, I'd say, a little more spotty than Torp. I think Torp's a little more reliable, but when KA is on his day, I think he's good. And we'll have to take a look at KA. If KA is not on one of those good performance days, then it could open the door for LV to sneak through. I think this is a very even matchup.
Yeah, so I think that, looking at it, JC obviously on paper and the expectation, looking at the prediction, are the expected team to win. But LV, they've played a lot of seasons in GSC around this level and haven't got a lot to show for it. So that'll be their motivating factor, sort of prove to people that, like, we are good enough, and that this year is our year. But yeah, as the prediction shows, a lot of favor of JC winning. Our two POVs for this match will be KA from JC and Psycho from LV. Who do you think is gonna win, Jaggy?
That's a good question, Seed. I mean, like I said, this is more evenly matched than the predictions might say. I'm gonna say 2-1 JC though. I just think that, like I mentioned, their firepower is strong enough and their chemistry is good enough. It's not like they're thrown together. They've been showing why they are first seed potential, and I think that even with the absence of Torp, I still think that they will have enough glue to hold. I do think that Fatal as a runner and also very good comms for a Euro as well can kind of hold them together, and Kairos especially, who has been in the upper levels, maybe not as long as some of these other players, but has been in the upper level for a couple years now, and I think has shown that he belongs. So I think they do have that glue to hold, but I would not be surprised to see an upset from LV, like I said, with how close this is, but I'm still going with 2-1 for JC.
Yeah,
What about
I
you?
think that if JC can do the right things and the things they did during the season, and that's getting people like Fatal and Casper into the front spots early in races and being able to hold them down, I think that they could very easily get a 2-0 off here, but that's not me ruling out LV by any stretch. They've got enough firepower. If they come at the match with the right mentality and the right thinking, they'll be able to cause a little bit of upset, maybe put a little bit more pressure on JC. And
for sure, and I was a little remiss not to mention Casper too. I mean, when I was talking about the glue, I was talking about mainly chem wise, but Casper has even longer than Kairos actually, like been in the higher level, and I think him, Fatal, and Kairos are both a very strong trio of runners that I think could potentially beat out the. I don't even think LV has a trio really. I think all five of their core five that I mentioned is good, but I think that's a very dangerous trio, and we're gonna look at KA's POV, and I think that's kind of having KA as one of our POVs is very, very, I think, good and can show the narrative of how the game is going. Because, like I said, he's good on his day, a little bit maybe less consistent than Torp, but depending on how he does, if KA does well, I think JC does well as well.
Yeah, for sure. We're just waiting for them to fill the room. They were pretty late to saying who's hosting. Getting dangerously close to losing a reset territory at the moment. Looks like it's JC that's got to join. But yeah, no.
Reset Cartwee does tend to rear its head every once in a while, and we might be seeing.
Yeah, I hope it's not any connection issues for anyone, because that can always throw a spanner in the works. We had it earlier in the D1 match in semi. Snoopy DCing after 2 races. Taking a little bit of the sting out of the good work that IG was doing in match 1. Some very close matches. Here he is. There's Kairos. So they survive for now. Yeah.
We did see some DCs from ADC, but we did see a couple of those in D6 as well. CY and WZ. It was very closely contested until match 3 was taken by WZ, but that first match was definitely marred by Cade and DCs. I think DC 3 times. So hopefully we won't be seeing that this cast. Hopefully you have a pleasant viewing experience.
Seems like they've had quite a lot of DC issues in D8 as well. Table manual to 13 races, and they've only played 10. But we're just waiting on the baggers now. Jaker.
Pray the Mario Kart gods. I will be right back for 2 minutes. Just in time for the match.
I think it will be interesting to see what approach LV take with Ivan starting in second. I know that they're very big fans of tracks like Rainbow Road. Whether they're going to go into it all guns blazing or play a little bit conservatively. I think that JC will look to do what they did throughout the regular season. A couple of stats on some of the players in today's lineup. So obviously we mentioned Torp being the second average, but following up next on the next roster was actually Psycho, averaging 31.5, closely followed by Ivan on 31.4. All of the players in the lineups around this area, apart from KA, I don't think he played enough eligible GPs. But yeah, as hinted, that LV core, Ivan, Derek, Psycho, those three, all in the same area for GP average. Only concern may be Z Devil in his practice, whether he's up to scratch, whether he's played enough or not as of late. But yeah, as I said, the predictions seem very one-sided towards JC, and based on the evidence of who they've got in their roster, how they performed during the regular season, you can see why. But after all, it's Mario Kart. And we know that when things don't go your way, things don't go your way. So I believe we're just waiting for JC.
I just came back. I just came back to the truest statement I've heard in a long time. When things don't go your way, things don't go your way, Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah, it can be really bad.
Well said. Well said.
You can play out of your skin, but sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Indeed.
So here we go, starting off. So just a reminder, JC host match 1. They will be starting in 1-3-5-7, evens for LV. Starting off with Psycho POV, we'll be able to see what track and what approach LV want to take. Imagine we'll see the standard stuff come out. Normal, Sherbet Land coming out here. Standard stuff. JC going DDR. So yeah, Psycho for LV, KA for JC.
Who is hosting, by the way? I did not catch.
Casper US, so Casper will be starting in first.
Okay, yeah, very much a player that you want to host and be up there in the front.
Yeah,
Lone
definitely.
RBC for Z-Double.
One of the strongest runners, and off to Sherbet Land we go. So
Yep.
A LV track pick race 1.
Yep, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. D2 semifinals, JC and LV. We did say this was going to be an evenly matched, closely contested match, and we are underway. Race 1. Sit back, relax. Here we go.
Psycho looking for a no-stop box here. Pulls a golden, but it's insta-back-redded.
He would have gone to 1 for sure without that back there. And I think that was a team kill, if anything.
Away. It's going to be close. Casper backing Fatal coming up here, so Psycho manages to always insta-redded out, so strong, but Devil's there, might have drafted. Can't say. I think it looks like LV are in 1-4 right now.
And he's alone. Well, no, not alone. It's just a 1-4. Yeah, this is huge for Psycho. I mean, he has a lot of flexibility with this, right? I mean, if he has to catch up, the offered stat will be nullified. He can probably get up to second if Derek can slow down Casper in any way. So if he has to hold it, he can hold it. If he has to use it, and he might actually... Oh, he holds. Yeah, this is good. Good sign that they might actually be winning the bagging battle. We did see one of the baggers respawn.
Yeah,
I think that was JC.
Looks like Nathan is gone in 10th.
Yeah, absolutely. He can hold this as long as he wants.
1-4-5. Looking to chain. Here
and K is off as well.
Blue chain.
Is that a good... I mean, yeah, I don't know if that's a good chain, though, because he's going to get into 1. I mean, this is good. This is good for LV to have blue here. Yeah, ultimately it is
blue
good.
In second. Derek chained something. I don't know whether it was a golden that he used to get into third.
Psycho is in draft range. Psycho is in draft range, so I think him and Derek can maybe trade off drafts here if they play this well.
Top 3 right now for LV. Pack is extremely close. Nathan holding down 10th. Switching over to KA, holding the star. I might have to be slightly proactive with this and
He's got to chain this. He's got to chain this, surely. He's got to chain this. He has to get up there and make a play. He opts to hold, though.
Opting to hold. Casper may have a golden. Looks like he definitely is shrooming. It's going to be a really close finish, depending on what happens with the baggers.
There is the chain.
Casper here only for triple shrooms. Pow comes out. A pretty horrible Pow just in general. Derek is.
I was gonna say it's a big. I was gonna say it's a big. Yeah, I was gonna say that was a big Pow, but Casper did not approach that very well. Did get hit, bumped in the wall, I think.
Really nice draft. LV found themselves in top 3, top 2, 4. Oh, Psycho's off. And if we flick to the other POV really quickly, we just see KA crossing in 2nd place. So KA, with those triple shrooms that he had in 8th, that he chained with his star, managing to put in some serious work there and salvage what was looking pretty bad for JC, actually.
Yeah, it wasn't looking great, but definitely, I mean, that Pow was...
I still think LV got a decent race, like a 1-3-4 or 1-3-5, it looked like. It was kind of close at the end. And Psycho getting bumped off there at the end, proving pretty costly. So 1-3-6-7. So
wow,
a winning start for LV, but considering their hasty lap 2 shock and the position that they were in, probably wanted something better. I'm unsure who used that POW. I think it must have been a JC POW, but
it had to be a JC POW because it wasn't an attempt to target POW Derek, in which they successfully did so. But it was just Casper getting up a little bit in the exchange. Did get him out as well, but for sure that had to be a JC POW.
Yeah, it got Devil into first, and it didn't look like he got affected by it, so it could have been an LV. It seemed a pretty chaotic end. But a +3 race for LV, not a bad start at all. We see DDR coming out from them and BC3 coming out from JC. The standard reset, just jumble everything back up. We see it quite often at the start of matches, just to pick it for the sake of it. But DDR it will be, so a track pick again for LV. They're pretty good spots for DDR. DDR is a classic 1-3 combination track. They've got the option to obviously run in 1-3, and then 5th/6th can go for a no stop, and they can also get an 8th. So it's really good.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how K approaches. I want to see how he approaches this. He is sandwiched. He does miss the sand hop. Does KA? Oh, did he get second in that race? In that last race?
No, he got 3rd.
Oh, Casper. Yeah. Okay, never mind. It was Casper making the sand hop, then keeping his spots in this case, and we do see a mix of spots here. 1-3-4 actually for LV. 1-3-4-5. Or no, JC is in 3rd. K is in 3rd. My bad.
So a nice start. Oh, KA greened out. Pretty nice start here for LV. Psycho being able to take triple shroom ultra.
Yep. Ups to go for the. That's a beautiful. Oh no! He was able to make that, but I don't know. He held his drift left. That was a weird exchange. I thought he was able to make that, but it didn't look like he adjusted very well.
Blue is out. Psycho with more triple shrooms in 6th. Probably opting to chain them here though. Sitting to 8th, which implies to me that someone has shock. Looks like it could be Nathan.
Yeah, he stopped for a moment. I think he might have been trying to avoid runners there. It's a good sign that he has shock, and there is a bagging exchange here. Probably a troll attempt to get it out of Nathan. Uses it.
Ooh. Well,
yeah, that was needed. JC were top 2 before that.
Fatal dropped a star to that, which maybe isn't something he should be dropping a star to. Psycho opting to take double star, take the full cut. Will be top 2 for LV.
Such a huge swing. That shock was a massive swing.
Yeah, it was really good that Fatal dropped his star there. And if we switch over to the other POV with KA, we see...
Oh, Pow, though. Derek is in midair. Yeah.
It's looking like a really good seat for LV to be in.
Devil's in 3rd,
like
just ahead. JC
looks
shock.
Like top 3-5. Shock comes out.
One dodger only. Doesn't look like he's shaking much up. Yeah. Casper, what does he
Triple
get? I
reds.
don't think
This could be bad. Devil got a
this is
shroom.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, Ivan coming up. That's a pretty decent race again for LV.
Yeah. Nathan so far showing his mettle. Such a huge
It seems
shock
like
because JC were top 2.
It seems like, as you mentioned, bagging interaction going on and them opting to shock loss at lap 2 into set. I cannot believe Fatal dropped his start to that.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna blame Fatal 100%, but I do lean more towards the blame rather than not blame because there was a bagging interaction there. JC were top 2, I think maybe 4th before the shock,
Wow.
and I do think that is a safe measure, and he does lose that star. So, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. That's a really strong race to LV. They made a really positive start to this match. I feel like they did a lot of the right things on Sherby and that race. They've used, I assume, 2 good shocks.
Oh, 2, yeah, massive shocks.
2 good shocks there on DDR. To put them in a really
Oh
strong
no,
seat.
no,
This
the
goes to
second.
what I said.
Oh,
I
I thought you were
thought
talking
that
about.
they might be slightly aggressive off the start, trying to nerve JC. And I think with the lap 2 shock on both of our first 2 races, Nathan putting in the
Yeah.
work, sort of shows that approach. They will go with their classic Rainbow Road pick because obviously that's Ivan's thing. He loves that. He loves a bit of rainbow. And
Ooh.
Garden's coming out for JC. They need a good reset here.
And they need it. Whether they can get it, it's up to the Mario Kart gods. The Mario Kart gods have shown them a little bit of mercy here.
Yeah, so it will be Gardens. A much needed reset for JC. Hopefully get a little bit of control back after what has been 2 pretty hectic first races. So starting off with KA in 6th here, he'll be looking to prioritize some shrooms to be able to take the cut. Probably trying to no-stop a pretty decent box around the 5th, 6th spot. Goes in 4th. Pulls a TC.
Oops. Yeah.
No cut takers in, what is that? No cut takers in top 5?
Wow, that's crazy. And Psycho does get a bomb snipe off on one of JC on the other
Wow.
pod, but yeah. It's crazy.
So LV find their way into top 2. Psycho in 1st. Just chilling for now. They're in control right now. One of the baggers is considerably in 10th. KA on our other POV with a star in 8th.
Considering how much of a break Jake has, surely he went back right away. And that's a sign maybe someone has Bill, considering how big of a lead he has so early on. I think maybe a potential Bill hold from one of the runners.
Yeah, we could see an early shock come here from JC if they do have it. It might be a chain in 8th. Casper hops in cut if he has Bill. Yeah.
Ivan slowed for 8th, or maybe now there's no Bill being held here.
I'm pretty sure Casper's in Bill.
Okay, there he is. Yeah, that's a sign. Yeah.
But no shot came out. Oh, a brutal TC pass to KA there. That's a big golden to lose. LV occupying most of the bottom slots. KA back into 8th. Maybe Jake has
they're
it
top
now.
2. They are top 2 still. LV.
Yeah, no dodge right now for KA in 7th. Switching over to Psycho, holding it down in 2nd.
He is in snipe range if for any cut takers potentially. We'll see.
JC and Mega. Ivan and Bill, but he's out, so prevents the shock.
How is Fatal going to approach this? Is he going to right path? He's going to go left path, very safe, and see how he approaches a potential Nana snipe from Psycho. There's a big exchange here. Pay attention. He opts to back the Nana instead of sniping Fatal. He's going to pass him anyway.
Devil's out.
Oh, how did Devil get out? Did he get bumped by the bagger? I don't know.
That's a massive swing.
That's a big swing. Yeah.
JC with shock. All shroomers as well. If you switch over to the other POV, KA goldening up into 4th, 5th.
Oof.
Ooh. I wonder what happened there. He must have been trolled, or maybe there was a ground
I thought I saw a bagger nearby. I thought at this level, it's either a really bad mistake, which I don't think it was, or it was a troll, which is more likely. I'm also surprised that Psycho didn't go for a snipe there. He actually backed his Nana. Maybe it was an accident, who knows? But he was very much in snipe range on Fatal.
I think the interesting thing here is that obviously they Casper build lap 2 because they were in a bad spot. But wow, that's top 35. Wow.
Wow, that is just that's all they needed. Yeah.
I think that Jake pulled shock after that. And then obviously Fatal used his Mega in like third to take the cut, but then Ivan covered it really well with a build. But it was whatever happened to Devil that caused a massive swing in that race. There's nothing in rep chat talking about a penalty, so I'm going to assume that it's no bagger troll.
Wow. Yeah, that's huge then. If that was a huge swing, if that was a mistake there from Ivan.
Yeah, that is, well,
Or not
brings
from
us back
Ivan.
to only a 3 difference. Yeah, from Devil.
Yeah.
LV going Shy Guy Beach.
Okay. Love to see it.
This is interesting, but it's going to be BCWE. So this is a really good opportunity for JC to, as I said, take more control over these last 2 races. The first 2 races definitely swung in LV's favour, but a really strong Gardens race now allowing them to potentially start the snowball with their track pick on BCWE top 3-5, perfect spots. Starting off with KA. Imagine we'll see some instabacks quite early on here from
Absolutely. Oh, very good low.
Trick.
Very good low from KA. Oh, well, hits the wall. Caster's Curse.
There we go. Nice shroom pull though. Psycho with the reds out on the other POV, putting in a lot of work, and LV have got themselves into
How
top
did LV
3.
get into top 3? That is ridiculous.
They're top 4. That's
oh my
insane.
god. That's the biggest BCWE swing I've ever seen. That's ridiculous.
And KA is getting past the TC. That was a really well played opening from LV. Looks like Casper managed to get himself back into a slightly better spot. We see Psycho in 5th with the Mega. One bagger slightly in 10, but pending strats, no.
One of them failed Hawk, yeah. In 9th.
Bid in 8th on our other POV for KA. We'll find out which bagger is in 10th.
This might actually be a blessing for whoever's in 9th because
Jake
they can easily chain boxes.
Jake getting megged but missing?
Yeah, I missed it. Whoever's in 9th here actually could very well get the shock, but he actually opts to go backwards still. Does go forward, back forward. No. He still goes back. Wow. How is the bagger in 9th not chaining at this point?
So I'm going to be shockless for a while here. Psycho with a golden 6th. Wonder whether we might see a glitch attempt, but glitch is blocked. TC in play for Kairos. Devil with reds out. KA on our other POV, just holding this bill in 7th. So top 2-4 for LV. Maybe top 2-4-5.
Yeah, and
I'm assuming
that.
Go ahead. Assuming that because KA is holding this build, that JC must be.
Yeah, Casper's no longer in snipe range. This is all LV right now.
Warm up. Casper in a mega. Shock might come if Jake pulls it. KA and Bill.
No.
Oh, it does come.
Oh.
So Casper.
Huge shot.
Yeah, fatal dodged as well. Switching over to KA.
Now, though, is huge for LV just to kind of rebalance this race and TP the mid spots.
Yeah, they can get a really good power here. Although they are top 2, they probably should play it safe. Psycho can almost power for him and Devil here in 6-7.
Wait till last turn here.
Ooh, close fib from KA. Here comes the POW. Aspirin and Mega. KA deals with that really nicely.
Oh, yes, he does. Who's
So
4? 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5 for JC. So another top 2 for LV. Very good considering that JC did end up getting the shock. They were holding a lot of dodges, but that lap 1 opening was probably a combination of a fail somewhere up there for JC, but also really good coordination from LV, getting themselves into top 4 almost instantly.
I have no. I mean, they were shrooming up, yes, but I have no idea how all 3 of JC fell back. That's one of the wildest swings I've ever seen in the first 20 seconds of BCWE. But that shock too, I feel like Jaker might have just pulled it at that point because you'd think that it would come with a TS attempt on second, maybe, but yeah, shock looked like well after second and passed the ramp.
Yeah, I think Casper got shocked. Obviously the comm was to spam, and Casper was shocked.
No, he was about to get bombed, yeah, but then he used the mega, and second was well over the ramp. So I'd like to think that they just pulled that. So
yeah, the comm was spam, but Casper was just out, but fatal and KA managed to dodge, but still a winning race for LV. Came from that. The lap 1 interactions at this level are so important. They can really decide races.
100%.
So DKS coming out from LV, pretty standard pick along with Moonview for these kind of spots, and BC3 again for JC seems to be a favorite of them. Will be BC3.
BC3 is honestly, in my eyes, one of the best races to cast. I feel like there could be so much swinging happening at any given moment, and battle for ultras, and pushing, pulling, jockeying, and especially at the highest level, it's very, very fun to
Yeah,
watch.
for sure. KA starting in 5th here. I just see him tap slightly for a box. Yeah, box 6 there. Pulls triple shrooms, which is a really clutch item. Casper hit out almost
Beautiful
instantly.
double back spam. Nanas from Derek and back green from Ivan. That was beautiful work there from LV to start this race.
Kairos in a mega, he's kind of forced to one block the cut for well, it's open, so really
It is
good
open.
stuff for KA. 2 shrooms in second.
But Derek makes
making
the ultra.
Nice early 1v1 interaction. KA is going to shroom into first. We might see him burn this other shroom as
Oh.
well at some point soon.
Some players opt to spam their last shroom to avoid a green attempt, but he
Psycho
opted to
just got
keep
stop
it.
Megged on the other POV. Red coming out. He's going to have to burn this shroom, I think. Yeah, or he's going to get redded. So Derek goes into first.
I mean, I feel like KA was a little bit conservative there with that shroom at that point. Maybe just, I mean, he was probably banking on the fact that, like, okay, if I get redded anyway when I spam the shroom, I can't spam it anymore. But we'll see what happens here. This is a very key exchange between this top two. We'll see if maybe there's a cut blockage, unblockage attempt there from KA, but it's not even blocked.
Out there.
Switch to Psycho real quick. He's gonna try to go for it. Yeah, here we go.
Oh! Psycho fails. Who's that in first?
He was aligning
ultra on our other POV, so now JC find themselves in top 3. This is the nature of BC3. It all changes around those cuts, and
yeah, his Psycho's alignment was for shroomless, but then he spams the shroom as soon as he pulls it. He wasn't necessarily in. I mean, he could have made it, but he wasn't in prime optimal cut or shroom cut alignment there. But
blue coming out for
blue comes
Casper US here, but it's not gonna matter too much. JC should be able to hold down this top 3, and they are. KA opting to hold his shroom in third. Another blue. That was 2 blues in very quick succession.
Oh my God.
Top
This
2
pack
though,
is
what
so
will they
tight
do here?
for BC3.
Casper's gonna block. Good decision. Cut's gonna get unblocked. Kairos in a mega. Psycho on the cut here with Devil. Psycho makes it. He's into second. KA foaming up. Psycho manages to get himself into first place. Shock comes out really late into the race.
No dodges. Probably a JC shock. They're getting the boxes.
They'll be looking for a shock red here. There's triple reds in play on the other POV, but K is going to break those. Nana Snipe going up, hitting Psycho.
That's a huge swing! Oh! He doesn't count. Okay. I'm going to say that second Nana didn't matter, but huge swing. What a snipe.
Really well played. Triple reds came out onto KA on the other POV, but he managed to use the beam corners of the straight of the track to break a couple of them. So we had the nanas to throw up and a really nice snipe. Very good coordination as well with Casper to make sure that he doesn't hit him as well, and that is a really big swing. Unlucky for Psycho in a 2v1 situation there. He made a really good play of being able to get himself up into first, but that was some serious quality. And top 2, 4, 5, huge race. Yeah.
Casper and KA, that exchange at the end, that is a 1v1 battle that goes back so many years. I mean, both of these players have played with each other and mostly against each other for at least a decade now. And Casper definitely won out on that exchange. That's crazy to think. Time flies so much. I mean, KA was around back in the EC2 days, back in 2016. Casper, I think maybe a year later, came to the community in 2017. But yeah, both veteran players there, and Casper shows his medal. TF here for top 2-4, right?
Top 2, 4, 5, really strong TF pick here. I think sometimes in a war when you're, expected to be the favorites by, the people watching, as well as probably yourselves in this situation, the opponent's getting a couple of good races and putting you under a little bit of pressure sort of kicks you into gear. And I think we've seen that from JC over these last couple of races. They're going to get their TF pick, which is absolutely huge. Going to be able to play for those drafts. get up into the top spots.
And what do you do here
Hopefully-
if you're wait, Psycho's in third actually. Oh yeah. So what do you
Psycho's
do
in a
for
really
Psycho? Do you
awkward
try to
spot.
draft one? You try to draft one here?
I think he's going to try
Or
and
second?
stop them from drafting as well. This
Oh,
is
drop
nice.
one?
He
Doesn't
doesn't
get it? I
though.
don't know how he didn't get
Devil
that.
draft.
Oh, he's-
Very close opening. KA shrooming. Fib tight. Okay, so top 2 for JC. Pretty well
Psycho's in
handled
snipe
considering it
range.
doesn't look like
Psycho's in snipe range. Doesn't get the snipe attempt, snipe item.
Oh, well played by Kairos, taking Psycho out with the red. Fatal stop trolling. Maybe a potential bill in play there that he's trying to get rid of, trying to keep it shockless. So top 2, 6, 8 for JC right now. TCP for Psycho here, but I'm sure that Nathan will come back and take that from him.
Yeah, I was gonna say from bad to worse, but a little lifeline here. I want to take a look to see what KA, maybe some double backs here. We did see Casper just behind him, and I think they are just running this up in tandem. Pow will come in very shortly. Take a look to see how they approach this. Oof.
Scary with throwing the fib up. Well dealt with. They hold their spots down. KA looking very comfortable here in first. Both baggers still sitting, so we're going to assume it's shockless for now.
Very nice slow trick.
JC in control of this race, but it's very close. It's very close.
Ivan snuck his way up there, but then lost right back out to Casper there.
Blue's
gonna
out
come
on
in
the other
JK.
POV.
Where is it?
Blue
There it is.
coming out. There it is. See what the spots look like after this. So still 1-3. Not bad. Psycho has a mega in fifth. If we flick over to the other POV quickly, he's in the mega. Chaining it. Kairos hitting and KA and Kairos hitting. And a shot comes out. Red chain. Goodbye, Kairos. Devil gets
he's in range. He's going to red Casper here. Yeah, it's going to connect. Does it? No. Wow. He got a midair.
It's like bottom 2 for LV though, so not exactly what they wanted. Casper must have hustled as fast as he could to avoid those reds. So I think it was 1-3 bottom 2 for LV. A decent salvage from the position that they were in, but it could have been better.
Yeah, and it's the little things in Mario Kart Wii, right? Devil opted to throw that red early to get it out quicker, but that red kind of suspended itself in midair, and I think the way to have that connect as fast as possible is to nosedive, right? And to just throw it out as you're falling. I think that gets more speed on the red a little bit, initial trajectory. But that red just kind of hung in a balance.
Considering NA to NA interaction, it's strange that the red doesn't hit there, but no, Casper must have done very well to avoid those. MC3 comes out. 1-3 bottom 2. Not the first thing that comes to my mind. Cooper Cape coming out from JC. Pretty standard for their kind of spots. Jumble up at first set anyways. People bag for shrooms. But yeah. MC3. It'll be interesting to see how LV play this. They were very quick to pick this. I imagine that one of the bottom spots will look for a no-stop box, try and get a powerful item into the mid-pack as much as we can. We'll see what Psycho does from third, opting to tap a little bit for a fourth place, single shroom. Opting to hold. Here comes Derek with the no-stopper that I talk about. That's definitely a triple shroom pull, or a golden maybe.
Ooh.
Red's here on Fatal, but Green's to counter. Good battle coming up here. Fatal's green back. Casper shrooming up, so it'll be 1-3 for LV, although KA shrooming. See what it looks like at the end of the lap.
2-3, yeah. This is okay. I was gonna say this is back green territory. We'll see how Ivan and Devil both shroom up here.
Important to note that one of the baggers has spammed Bill. I didn't catch who it was. We will see. It's the bagger coming back now that is in 9th. It's Jaker in 9th, so LVR10, JC forced into a start. Good power usage from Psycho there to force them into their dodges. Devil forced into a mega as well. No intention to call dropping. Nathan must have it.
And Nathan
Pulls the
stops at
star
the
in
boost panel
7th.
section.
On our other
Yeah, I
POV,
think.
we have KA ready with a shock red, maybe trying to predict when the shock
Oh
might come
yeah.
out. He pulls a
Oh,
shroom
he
in
has a
second
he
as
has a
well.
shroom though. Yeah, he's gonna easily take cut here.
So he's going to get himself into first. Psycho and a star. Here comes shock. Pow chain. Devil dodges as well. Psycho will be getting first.
Oh
Casper
my.
dodged as well.
Oh my God. I just looked at KA's pop. That was millimeters away from connecting. We saw that hop attempt from Psycho. I'm not even kidding. That was a millimeter away from connecting.
It looked like Devil died after the dodge as well. Maybe he was shocked in the off-road, and I think JC managed to get 2-3-4 out of it.
I'm very surprised that KA stood at stayed in the tight line, but he actually went like really far to the right, almost hugging the off-road. So he was able to avoid that star attempt.
Yeah, KA very strong mechanically. I would say that, yeah, 2-3-4 for JC. So, shock on MC3 coming last set of the lap with 2 dodges and not winning the race. Again, I think that LV maybe didn't utilize their resources as good as they could have. But really strong damage control from JC there to get a winning race out of that situation, and they're beginning to gain a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, you can never count JC out. I mean, they are 1 seed for a reason, and LV have definitely shown their mettle in certain aspects of this war, but they need a response now before this snowballs. It has to come now, surely.
Yeah, so an RBC pick coming out from JC, Casey coming out from LV. Me personally, I'm a very big fan of RBC for 2-3-4. I think it's really strong.
Okay.
And I think this is a very good pick. They're going to look to force out first place if they can, if they get the track pick.
Yeah, I mean,
in.
I think 2-3-4 is a very underrated RBC pick, because first has to do some funny business to avoid a draft, and second could potentially be 50-50 with first and try to see if they can win out on that 50-50
Yeah, I mean,
battle.
Psycho is forced to play to live already.
Yeah. Oh, Psycho hops again. He's gonna lose out maybe to a 1v1 here. There is a draft from Derek though.
Got a draft from deep, and he's going to be able to stream here. They might be able to get themselves into top 2 here. Nice draft.
That draft from Derek is massive, because KA would have he did overtake Psycho in that 1v1, and then he drafts Derek. So that was a huge initial draft from Derek.
Casper managing to get himself up. We might see a green back here or on Superman. There's the green on the bridge. Getting Casper.
Ooh.
Nice green.
Yeah, good green.
And green snipe coming out on K. If we flip the other POV, lots of chaining going on. Ivan starring up.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot stress enough how important that draft was from Derek, though. That really planted the seeds for this lap 1 here for LV, and Psycho running away with it so far.
Oh, my lord.
Doc. Oh, my God.
Here we go. JC playing the gamble. Nice pull for KA there. Golden in 6th. I think it's because they are bottom 4. So, yep, they've gone to instantly reset the race.
Oh, okay. Derek is on the rail. Yeah, no, I mean, that still doesn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things. This golden matters a lot more. KA very much sandwiched by LV, but the only way I think he gets LV out is with a target POW or a bomb snipe, or some kind of snipe. We'll see.
Yeah, so despite it's still top 2-4 for LV.
Green snipe to Psycho is very possible. We'll see. He does not take the proper line there.
Lose shell out, but LV find themselves in top 3 and a back bar. Wow. Ivan putting in the damage around the cut section. Both laps now. Nathan is in 10th ever so slightly.
Fatal is out of there. Yeah, he's not going to contest anything for now. It's just Kairos.
So this is a really strong position for LV right now. In 10th. Someone's in Bill. Nathan touching a box in 10th.
Oh my God. Scary
Interesting
Bill.
interaction there. I feel like KA has to chain this mega here. Yeah, he does.
Chaining for blue. Well, not chain it, but yeah, use it to kind of accelerate a little bit. He opted just to wait a little bit longer.
Psycho's still holding it down in first. He's driving very well.
You can surely get a double back here if you're Psycho. Maybe call it early, but he opts to hold his fib.
Comes out on our other POV, but if we flick over to Psycho, I mean, LV are everything right now. They are.
Yeah, flick back, Phil. Flick back.
2-4 at least.
See, I was gonna see maybe some exchange in the mid pack here. Yeah, Psycho very much running it down there.
Derek breaking that.
Oh,
Derek eventually getting ready.
switch back again. Let's see if there's a snipe here. Let's see if there's a snipe here. Potentially, that was close. Kind of close, not too close.
So top 2 for
One,
LV.
no. They got no. That's why I asked to switch back over because there was a potential snipe attempt coming out from Kairos, which it did, but it missed. So Kairos definitely holding down that second. Very important for JC.
I think Kairos skipped rail and Ivan took it. It'll be interesting to see
Oh,
who got second.
okay. Yeah, maybe
I
he
think
lost out
Ivan might have beaten him. It was really
there.
close.
Might have. Okay. Well, that does change things a little bit. Yeah.
Again, we saw this on BCWE again. Another really strong opening from LV on a JC track pick, getting themselves into top 4. Yeah, Ivan
They
did get
beat out Kairos. You're right.
And again, JC forced to shock last set, lap 1, no dodgers, bottom 4, because of the lap 1 that LV pulled off. So this is going to make it a whole lot closer now going into the last GP. Yeah, we got one GP left of this match 1. Psycho
Do you think potentially? Do you think potentially waiting a little bit longer to shock there would have been better? Because they did have shock in 9th. Maybe the shock was to use it early to catch up and chain a box if you're a bagger to maybe get into 10th. I mean, it's not a very common play that you see there, but maybe they shocked there so that the bagger can ensure that they're going to be in 10th later. But
yeah, I think they
no
want to give
dodges,
themselves I think they want to give themselves the best chance. I think that where the baggers were, if they try and hold past last set into first set, there's not going to be enough time for Jaker to use shock and stay in 10th. But it didn't matter anyway. Nathan managed to find his way into 10th, which was really beneficial for LV. We saw a couple of bills coming out, which leads me to think that Nathan was just holding shock that whole time, which was really strong for them. They could play without the risk of a late shock. But Delfino here, so another JC reset attempt. Psycho again starting in first. He's played these opening interactions pretty well.
This is an easy. Oh, LV. Okay, it does draft. Yeah, I thought Devil was out of the draft range there. There's a little bit of lag, but good draft there from Devil. And we'll see how they can maybe double back. Oh, maybe not double back with that draft coming up. But we'll see how they approach this.
So on the other POV, if we just flick over, KA pulled triple shrooms first set, but is in some TC battle after getting greened.
Oh. We saw really one of the baggers. He fell off with Bill. I think he tried to go for strat there. JC bagger went back early, tried to go for like the box skip, but he falls off with Bill. So it looks like Nathan is going to overtake him bagging.
2 cut takers, blue already. Kairos is in first, but he's going to get redded out. Very nice coordination.
Oh, wow. Psycho slowed there. That's such good team play from LV. Psycho slowed to back 2 of JC, and Devil gets a red off. Beautiful.
KA holding the blue in third, going to blue him off to set. On an interesting part of the track, a lot of tight corners might get Psycho hit, but Psycho holds it down in first with triple greens out, looking to hit KA where possible. KA doing a good job of avoiding
the red that you need.
Redded out in first.
Very high velocity on that red. Very good work from KA.
So KA first, a round cut. If you flick over to the other POV, we see Fatal coming out in first. Ivan coming out in second. Casper, so 1-3-4 for JC. Both baggers sitting there at the set. I don't know whether one of them is 10 or not. Looks like one of them just got hit.
If you're Casper here, I mean, you have a big break from fifth, so maybe don't schlag. I was gonna say just make it really annoying and schlag.
Ivan forced Fatal out. Fatal's hit out, but
shit.
Now Psycho has blue on the other POV. Got to deal with the power. Going to drop the blue. Casper in Mega.
And KA hits the tight wall on Pow. Big mistake.
LV sitting here. Blooper not going to be that useful for him. He does chain a star. Shock comes out.
Oh,
Psycho dodges in 8th. It looks like someone dodged.
Yeah.
This dodge isn't going to do too much for Psycho. He's probably getting 6th here. But bottom 2 for JC. I think Devil might have dodged in Mega Cut. He might have gone. I think he went around Doc and took Mega through Cut, and that was the shock.
that had to be LV. That had to be an LV shock because JC were top 2.
Using Bill like that is not optimal on Delfino if that was a JC shock. So assume
No,
LV.
I highly doubt it was JC shock there.
So
I
imagine we see
mean,
Devil first. I mean, they got a top 2, 4, 6. Wow. So Ivan putting in the work up in first,
and
Devil dodging up, bottom 2 for JC. That's a really
yeah,
good race.
and we haven't mentioned the bagging battle much because this is high level MKWii. Is we were kind of mesmerized with the running pod most of the time, but in this race, I did notice that one of the baggers went back straight away, probably for box skip, fell off, which was Shaker. So, yeah, it definitely did open the door for Nathan to pull that.
I mean, with 3 races left, that's completely flipped it. So LV are now up 11 after being down 6 before that. So that's a really strong race for them to get. They've shown really strong ability in these opening interactions, and whilst they're not essential on a track like Delfino because of its nature with how strong the double shortcut is and how strong shock is, what it does give them is, as we can see, their Rainbow Road pick, which they love and adore so much.
He's coming out several times. Hasn't picked yet.
They will be looking for this track to roll now, give themselves a nice lead going into the last 2 races, use the perceived better skill than the opponents.
Yep, this is their home court advantage now. This is their Dortmund Ultras section. This is finally came out for them, and we'll see how this comes out.
This is their cold, rainy night in Stoke.
Oh yeah, cold rain. Messi couldn't do it at a cold, rainy night in Stoke. We'll see how JC does at a cold, rainy night in Stoke. We'll see.
So Jake are going forward on the other POV, looking for triple streams to be able to take this track. Gives KA a box 9 on our other POV. LV holding down the top spots. No Bill in play. Star in 9th for KA.
Fatal up.
But
I was gonna say he's gonna opt not to snipe because Kairos is there anyway. Comms with Kairos maybe to go wide. None of the greens connect from Fatal. Kairos looked like he did make cut there. Probably shroomless, and probably still in top 2. I think LV are. It's hard to see though.
Yeah, so it looks like JC. Kairos just got rid of the whole room.
Carnage!
Oh my!
Absolute carnage! And yeah, that is an LV top. No, sorry, 2-3.
That is the strength of Rainbow Road. So no, LV are in top 2. It's 3, 4, 5 right now for JC.
Oh, top 2. Yeah, no, Jaker's the bagger. My bad. Yeah, top 2 from LV.
But he does get the pass off to Psycho. Can he bounce it back? No, he can't. So he is TC'd, which will put him in 8th. KA goldening, but still, you can see Ivan breaking away in first on his track. Devil there as well. Got the double backs going.
Massive pressure here on Fatal to try to break these top spots off. Does he go for shroomless or not? We're gonna have to pay attention here. He does outline Devil. Gets Devil off. Goes for shroomless. He makes it beautiful there from Fatal. Oh, he gets hit though.
He's nanoed, but it's still a pretty good swing. This puts him in a far more comfortable position. They're one blue shell away from being able to catch Ivan. Psycho on our other POV, shrooming up in 5th, so he's definitely not out of it. Pack still relatively together.
Among 2 through, 2-3 is separated from 4-5 a little bit, but still close enough. Oh, he gets a draft on Kai. Oh, that's beautiful work from Psycho to avoid a potential back there.
He pushed him into the fib. Wow, that was really well played.
Yeah, and good hopping there to stay in drafting range while avoiding a backspin, which didn't come out anyway.
The bomb back. The bomb. Get Casper.
Yep. This is high-level stuff here.
But they're still 2-3 JC. No blue for Ivan yet. No well on the baggers, both sitting. No one made strat. Shroomless from Psycho gets himself into... triple streams in 4. It's going to be nice to create some space. They're 1-4-5 right now, LV, so they're pretty comfortable in these spots right now.
Yeah, I gotta say, Psycho made that with millimeters to spare. That was scary, but he does make it to, try to contest that. Oh, it's a big cow coming up here from LV. Gets Fatal in the air, though. Wait, he's gonna know he's in the air. Oh! No,
Fatal lives.
Oh, yeah. I did see the spin out there from Fatal, but yeah.
So 1-4-5 at least for LV. Yeah, it was a really good opening lap 1 from LV, as you would expect on their track. But Fatal putting in the work on Z-Devil lap 2 to get him off the track.
Yeah, Z-Devil's itemless, trying to break it.
Again, limit damage. There was no blue shell pulled. Maybe LV. Derek could have been holding it. We didn't see much of him that race.
Yeah.
and no bagger making the strat, so it was sitting. So a comfortable first for Ivan, a decent race for LV, giving them a little bit more. I think our table bot is struggling with it being
Oh,
the
did we
AEST Weem 5.
did we miss the pen? Oh, we did miss a pen on RBC, by the way. There was a pen there. Yeah. I'm gonna take a look at this just to confirm. We got one ref giving a 5. Oh, it's a very long clip, mind you. Normalize a decreasing clip size.
So on Psycho lap 1.
Oh,
Two
my
refs as your casters. I can't give my opinion in the official ruling as I am in
neither
this
can
division.
I. Neither can I. But I can't even
Oh
look.
no, yeah, of course.
Neither the clip isn't because I did the bag for CS, yeah. But I can't view the clip because they won't load for me.
Interesting.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Ooh, no. I mean, this is a rare instance. What do you think on this one? Because he doesn't hit the wall, technically, but it does cause time loss. I don't think that's a pen, because technically it doesn't bump him into the wall.
Yeah, that would be my thought. It's an interesting one. If you do have access to the GSC server, do look in penalty submission. Back to the race. LV in top 3. Devil streaming his way up triple greens for Psycho. Lovely pull here. Pow in 5th on our other POV for KA, so this could be very useful for JC, but they've got to be careful because Psycho can just
Psycho can
swerve around
schlag,
and
and
cause
what he
an
needs to do,
advantage.
slow them down. Slow them down. It's a bagger.
We'll see the Pow come out here. Nothing great, but Psycho is dead, but KA takes KA with him. I don't think that's a bad trade considering the circumstance.
Not a bad trade at all, yeah. I mean, you'd rather take the fall there and get your top 2 a little bit closer in top 2. And their top 2 is breaking. This is huge.
On back on Psycho, we'll switch off of his POV. Both of our POVs in bottom 2 right now, but KA with these reds.
Very good red
Making his
Trimbo there.
way up.
Yeah.
I imagine that LV is still occupying top 2.
Yeah, closer now though. Third definitely, you know, gave up, or they definitely gave up ground to third. We'll see.
A bomb here for KA. He's not getting anything particularly useful for the position that he's in right now. Both baggers still sitting. I think Star Drop comes down for JC. Looks like it
He
was
can't
time
do
for
anything.
third. So
No,
I
third goes
assume
around.
that
Third went around. Yeah.
LV still occupying top 2. Psycho in a mega on the R other POV. Doubt we're going to see much from this.
Okay, but they could this top 2 might be. Oh, okay, now it will be with the blue. But I was gonna say this top 2 could be broken up a little bit with Shroomers. But no, it hasn't been. I think we saw
Psycho with a
Shroomba
pretty important star here. Gets him back into the race a little bit. Change shrooms. I mean, again, if you're LV, you're chilling right now. This isn't too bad for you at all.
Ivan's still occupying 1. I think Casper made his way into second though because of the blue. A star drop at the end. I'll pay attention to minimap. We'll see if anything goes on there. Third
No
takes
bagger
it.
has it. Golden.
JC got 2-3. It looks like 2-3-5. It looks like from JC. Good damage control.
Yeah, 2-3. 2-3-5.
It looked like a 2-3-5. Yeah. And we did see Astro ruling it to a 0, ruling it as a 0. I would have to agree personally. Although there is an excerpt in rule set that any minor troll that causes more time loss than usual can be upgraded to a -10, right? But by the rule set, by the book, that isn't a minor troll criteria. That's not a minor troll offense. Rather, it's not even like just getting bumped and having to like readjust and not hit the wall
So I
technically.
think
So
it's
it
going
would
to
be a
ruled a
0.
0.
Yeah, I would like to
Unfortunately,
say
we
that.
are having table problems. That was a very neutral race. I don't think there was a plus or minus of more than 5. But it would be lovely to know what the actual score is going into what is the last race.
Yeah, this is close. Ish.
It's going to be
Close enough. Yeah.
Yeah, Rainbow Road was 1-4-5-7 to LV, and LV and JC just got 2-3-5-7. Although our score shows 269, 280, in plus or minus, I don't think we're a million miles away from that. It'll
Wait,
be
this is
interesting
race
to
12, is it
see.
not? Are we not
Yeah,
going
this is
into race 12? Okay, that's
race
definitely
12
not the
now, yeah.
score.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. We have no table at the moment.
Okay. Well,
Um,
Astro, feel free if you ever figure it out. If they're mid race, feel free to chime in. But otherwise, we're just gonna go into this kind of blindly. We'll cast this pretending not to know score, and we'll see what happens after that.
So starting off with Psycho getting a box 7th there, getting a golden. This is really strong for the opening here. Can get himself into the front pretty quickly. Ivan's
Oh,
still
this is
in
a huge.
first, but
He might get
he will
sniped
be
out, Psycho.
fast.
Watch this. No, okay, no bomb snipe attempt there. I mean, he did not
Is
onto
it
Psycho at least. It didn't connect on
just a
anybody.
KA nodded off on the other POV? It's 1-3 right now for LV. Just a
Yeah.
note, Nathan may have got a box in 10 before the strat. He had a pretty decent break, and again on a cannon track like DK Summit, the shock is so strong.
He made
Psycho
strat.
trying to
He
back
made strat.
Kairos, whatever he did.
Yeah, made
Chocolates for
strat no shock
now.
here.
Nathan 10th. So LV in 10th.
This is huge though. Triple nanas is massive. Gets Kairos, and now he has another nana to potentially block. Does he go for? Does Ivan block double when he go around? I think you leave it open and then maybe block if you're Psycho.
Or shrimming up on our other POV just to note
Now
KA is
try
getting
to block.
TC'd
Oh,
in
there it is.
6th.
Ivan leaves it open. But
Oh,
yeah,
this is
Psycho
off.
goes.
Top 2.
Oof.
Nice.
Very nice for LV. Yeah.
Yeah, KA is out of this race.
He is well out of this race. Does he slow Psycho? Does he slow? No, it's a good sign that they either have shock or chockless.
Top 2-4 right now for LV. This is more than all they need. I'm pretty
Absolutely.
sure. Fatal
Ooh.
outlining Psycho there, though.
I have no idea how he got up there with a nana to boot.
Pretty poor uses. Ivan going to get blued. These triple greens could be really strong for Fatal.
This could be very, yeah, Psycho goes around. Very smart. All you need for LV is like a decent-ish race, losing race, just to secure this.
I think they're going to get 2-3-4.
This is
hasn't
enough. This is
reviewed
more
in a
than
while, so I don't know what the situation is.
Yeah, this is more than enough for LV.
2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 3, 4, 5. We don't need to know the score, ladies and gentlemen. We already know Lethal Vengeance takes home match 1 in a pretty decent showing, all things considered, from LV.
So yeah, I think that is LV 1-0.
Has to be.
The pen is still being discussed, but the pen is in LV's favor, so it only adds to the damage, I think, with a 2, 3, 4, 5 race.
Yeah, that pen's not going to matter at all whatsoever, but it's still good for discussion, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it's yeah, despite not mattering, no, LV, yeah, they win. Exact point total, we don't know because the table bot is not working. Yeah, the pen is interesting. So despite the prediction on the stream massively favoring JC throughout the whole best of 3, we must remind there are still 2 matches left to play. We do see LV take match 1, which many people didn't see coming, but a fantastic result for LV. They'll be brimming with confidence. JC, maybe as we mentioned, without Torp, maybe not as clean, maybe not as well commed as they usually are, but I don't think they'll be too worried. I think that they probably know the mistakes they made in that match 1 and will be looking to rectify them, but will still have confidence in their raw ability and technique to overcome them over the next 2 matches. But yeah, LV, 1 match up, host advantage, getting those 1-3 spots to start. They'll be looking to build on what they just did in the last match.
Yeah, indeed. I'm trying to pinpoint, like, I'm trying to pinpoint that one race. I feel like every war has that one race that really defines a war. I mean, the race right before TF, I feel like I don't remember exactly which one it was. They did start in top 2-4 in that one. Um,
I think that looking at the table going into race, where am I? Race 8, where JC were up 6. Sorry, no, it was yeah. So it was after RBC where LV in that
mhm.
race put themselves into a really strong position. Um, Managed to get some good points on the board despite an early shot coming through from JC, and then really strong race on Delfino. Really turned it around for them towards the end, but it was very close throughout the
Oh,
match.
oh yeah, Delfino. I remember there was a massively good work in the beginning. It's funny because Delfino usually it's very swingy, right? But Delfino had a bit of a consistent spot holds. Like I remember in the very first exchange, you got a draft, team draft, and then you had somebody. Oh yeah, end of lap one, if you remember. Psycho, and that this is just a microcosm of the entire war. LV made fantastic team plays and had very good chem, right? End of lap one, Psycho triple greens in second, drops out of second, backs two of JC last turn, and Z Devil Reds, I think Casper out of one, and they were able to hold on. That was just a microcosm of most races, I should say, where they played very well.
But yeah, up until I assume after the last races where the score was plus 20 something in LV's favor, I think it should have been. The highest point difference beyond that race is going into after race 7, sorry. So after MC3, JC were up 19.
Their
And
biggest lead of the match, I think.
yeah, and then LV managed to turn it around and win by race 12 by more than that, I think. So really strong back half there from LV.
Yeah. I can point to a couple other races too. BC3, very good. Like very like spammed. I think it was like after first set, it was like spammed double back spams from LV. They just know each other very well. Got JC out, and then of course that race was a little swingy, given that it's BC3. But it was that one. It was the draft from Derek on RBC that set the tone. It was just several other races. I mean, JC did definitely also played their race played some races very well. Like in Rainbow Road, they were able to take strats and stay up there and whatnot. But we did mention that chem difference. LV being a strong unit for a very very long time ended up making the difference here.
Yeah, I think that the first few races in this match too are going to be very important to towards the outcome of the match. I think that JC need to put a bit of fire back in after those last few races of match 1. But if LV can keep the momentum that they got from those last few races and hold it down, then we could see them make a very strong start. But yeah, as we both said before the match, a lot closer than many people expected. And LV coming out on top, so a bit of work to do for JC.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that LV will be feeling at all complacent either.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I think.
Psycho choosing Mushroom Peaks as his warm up on the other POV. Shout out to all of our CT players here. We get to watch Psycho. This is definitely first try run. He didn't fail the uphill turn 3 times before that, but we'll gloss over that. It looks like JC are claiming host because Ivan wouldn't open the room, but he says he's opening it. We'll see how this plays out. Duality of man, Casper saying no worries, doesn't really matter. His teammates thinking otherwise, we'd like the host back.
Mm-hmm.
I think JC might be feeling the pressure. Going back and forth here in the rep chat. You didn't open match 1 on time and stuff like this. It's yeah, bit of mind games going on.
Ivan with a little like sneak diss there. Shall we go into intermission? Take a short break here as we wait for match 2?
Yeah, we'll give it a little bit while they sort themselves out.
All right. We'll be right back after these short messages. Stay tuned.
JC opting for RBC, which we don't always see for 2-4 these days. Maybe the Torp effect. But yeah, JC looking to bounce back from what ended up being a relatively convincing win in the end for LV.
Yeah, I mean, it was convincing enough of a performance from LV. I was very thoroughly impressed. The match itself was, more evenly matched. It wasn't a rout, but I think LV exceeded expectations. Not saying that, like I did say in the beginning that this was even, but it was going to be evenly matched. But we'll see here. K gets the draft on the Fatal. No, he doesn't. Wow, he doesn't draft. Wow, the bounces really made a difference. Fatal gets bumped out. Okay. 2-3, 2-3.
In first,
4.
Devil streaming up.
2-3-4 now. One top 2 now.
Top 2.
This is kind of more of what we saw from the first war in RBC specifically, in terms of LV getting up there early.
Just note, Jaco at the moment gone in 10th, so we might see the early shock approach again from JC if they find themselves in that position to do so. KA bumping Psycho off, getting hit himself, but 2-3 now for JC.
Yeah.
2-3-4 Fatals in the mix.
Yeah, that was a good double back attempt from Devil, and Psycho was about to back, but he got bumped off.
Quickly to note, Jaker is driving forward.
Okay.
So I believe it's Jaker anyway. He was the first bagger, assuming he pulled in 10th. So a one-shot race here for JC. Although they're not in the greatest of position right now. Both our POVs sort of in the back right now. Not a lot going on. KA slagging Ivan on the other POV. Unsuccessfully, Psycho in 6th here with a triple shroom pull. Should be able to get himself closer, but
Derek hits Kairos out and then spams Mega to potentially get more of a JC out. This is so far a one-man. Oh wow, he gets Casper. One-man army so far is Derek really marauding his way up there, and Psycho also getting a red off.
Oh, and the early shock, which Ivan dodges as well. So we've got a JC early shock, Casper dodging in Mega, Ivan putting in the work, dodging as well. Pow pull here for Psycho.
I'd say maybe target Pow second here if you're Psycho. Just try to go for 2-3-4 maybe. What do you think?
Depends where Devil is. It's a drop Pow actually. Eros keeps his item. It's important to remember that Nathan is perma 10. Eros hit out into the greens. KA on our other POV with triple greens just in front of Psycho here. Nice green.
Devil is in. I thought I saw Devil in 1, I think.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Shrooms here for KA. 2-3-4 for JC. Psycho.
But here comes Psycho. Here comes Psycho. Draft range.
LV. Fib. Shock comes in. Devil shocks himself into set.
Yeah, he gets a TS here onto Casper.
Good red pull from Psycho, but I think Casper's going to break them. He reds Fatal though. Good, decent race. 2, 3,
this race was
4,
so swingy.
7.
This race was a lot more swingy than I initially thought. We saw LV, top 2.
2, 3, 4, 7, I think, for LV. Sorry, it seems like Devil kind of failed in first, slightly got close to JC and decided to slow on the ramp and shock the other two past him. I think he lost first off of it, but I don't know where he lost. No, he did not lose first. So 1, 3, 4, 7. Wow, what a great start.
I mean, that race was so swingy. We did see top 2 early from LV. Devil was in first going into lap 3, and I don't know what he did or know what happened to cause him to be behind JC, because that was definitely an LV shock to TS JC. And I guess in the end it didn't matter, given that they pulled the shock. So yeah, good start here from LV with a race that was a lot more swingy than I thought it would be initially.
But yeah, a really good start. So JC managing to get themselves into a good position at the end of lap 1, starting lap 2, so much so that they told Jake to turn around and play for one shock. But LV, again, they've proven good at this over the races that we've seen, is jumbling up the spots pretty well. and forced JC to use an unoptimal shock midway through lap 2 to bring their race back together. But
Derek really drove. Derek really drove that comeback because he redded Kairos out. He got I don't know if it was a red or not, but he got 2 of JC out, spammed a chain of Mega, and just really got up there. Yeah, I mean he kind of drove that comeback in a way.
Peach Garden's coming out now. We will be on Psycho POV for a little bit right now. LV won that race by 11, so it's 36 to 25 in LV's favor. Probably stuck on Psycho's POV just for the minute now. Going for a mid-spot box, getting a 4th, a single green, not ideal. Ivan hit out instantly.
Oh, so that was a
Bill
good
pulled.
attempt from Psycho, but it hits Ivan's invincibility. So yeah, no snipe here from Psycho.
KA sat for 2 boxes 8, chained a star, and now has Bill in the pack.
Okay. Very good sign from well, Jaker's losing out on the bagging. Actually, no, never mind. He caught up. This is very good sign from Jaker to potentially catch up. But it looks like he goes around. Did Jaker pull shock already? Wow, that might be him with shock in 9.
Yeah, it could be. Be interesting to see what KA does with this build, whether he chooses to hold it all race, whether JC go early again, like they've shown the ability to. Derek getting hit, he's off. Oh my, and Psycho in a star chaining it.
Oh my god.
So that could be really detrimental to JC.
Whoever's in ninth is shrooming. That was weird because he did go around cut. I don't know, maybe he just didn't have any items. I think he was itemless, but yeah.
Yeah, that could be that's a really detrimental push off to JC. What looked like to be their only dodge. K has collected a star in 8th, but he's in a far worse seat. Psycho doing well to pass the TC off. Gonna counter bag, pulls a star.
Oh, this is a sign. This is a sign that the LV has here. This is a very big sign.
So we're gonna see an interesting thing here. Both of our POVs have stars. We assume shock is in play. We're getting to crunch time in the race, but what we see KA do? KA pixel chains it, and shock comes out. So Psycho, that looks like that was a JC shock.
That was a okay. Yeah, I think so. I think it was JC.
Yeah, because there's a drop star
it was
for
JC
Ivan.
star drop.
Yeah, so that was a JC shock. Psycho predicting well, chaining a Mega here, managing to hit Casper. Not sure, but we have 2-3 right now for LV. KA on our other POV has a shroom in 1.
Oh, he can easily snipe Casper here. Easily can snipe him.
Oh,
it doesn't matter. Gets hit out.
He's getting booed on the line. Bomb back. Oh my lord, what?
Oh my god.
2, 3, 5, 7. I think. Another one. Another one of those even races. Psycho did very well there to, I presume, predict the JC shock, unless someone else called it and these are star. But yeah, 2, 3, 5, 7 for LV there.
I'd like to think that was a prediction from Psycho. It had to be,
I think so too.
Given how far back he was before he used his star, he didn't. Yeah, because he used his star basically as KA approached set. So I'd like to think he would have used his star maybe slightly early. Actually, I don't even know. I don't know how to explain it necessarily, but it's just a vibe check or vibe, just based off vibes. It was a JC shot.
Yeah, so I mean, KA did end up getting first, but you wonder whether he was able to hold that bill, whether they could have done something better with the shock and not used it in such an obvious place where Psycho was able to predict. But yeah, standard picks here. 1-4, 8th gold mine, and then mid sandwich spots we see BC3, but there was a +1 race for LV, so they do win that race just barely. Goldmine coming out for JC. will be looking to see their 8th place go up for a box for Bill.
Potentially, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, we
gold
have
mine
no,
is. Go ahead.
we have no POV of what that happens. KA
KA
hits the wall.
already. Yeah.
So gifting
And
LV this top 2-4. Triple reds out. Kairos putting triple donors, so he'll live this
at this point,
interaction, but
you try to draft Kairos. Yeah, just
yeah,
abandon
here
the
we
red
go.
attempt. Yeah.
Casper managing to room up triple shrooms. Bagger wide in a star. That was scary. Fib. The whole room is hit.
KA is off though. I don't know how he got off. I can't say for sure, but he might have gotten bumped out of it. I don't know
So
because he
top 2
wasn't
for
like kind of.
LV, and it's these two again. It's Devil and Ivan that just put in the work.
Devil and Ivan show. That was the kind of the story of that first war almost. I mean,
Yes.
Psycho made good plays too.
Psycho holding his own. By no means, Casper pushed out top 3. This is where Psycho's really good.
Psycho's such a demon in the mid pack too. He's yeah, there it is.
Passes the TC off. This is looking really strong. Derek just in a star, and Shock comes
Ooh.
out. That was
LV
a
doesn't
TS.
space out. They don't space out. Oh, only one though. Only one TS.
Only Ivan off, and Derek did dodge. So this isn't terrible for them. They'll find themselves in a 1-3-5-6, 2-3-5-6. That's a nice mega from Fatal, putting Psycho in pretty bad position. If we switch up to KA, not much better going on here. 6th with a blooper. Back bomb on Fatal.
Kairos is in 3rd, and he is the only presence here for JC, I think.
Yeah, so top 2-4 still.
Yeah, he's nowhere
Echo's
near
back
top
again
2.
Echo's back again to maybe JC not using their resources to their best advantage here. LV in a very strong position. I mean, this top 2 is pretty much set on. Bomb here for KA to potentially mitigate any threat from Ivan, but this race is done. That is top 2. So Ivan managing to get 7th, it looks like.
I gotta say,
so it's like
I'm thoroughly
top 257, top 257 for
yeah.
LV. So that is more than an acceptable race.
Indeed, and I think that goes down to that race. Pretty much went down to the very beginning. KA clipping the tight wall on the left initially, and that kind of that really set the foundation for LV. And so far, I mean, still early days in this particular war, but as things stand right now, the overwhelming underdogs. Considering I don't think they should be super overwhelming, as I said in the beginning, but in terms of the community vote, the extremely overwhelming underdogs are so far walking in a winter wonderland.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is something they've done so well. These opening interactions, granted, there was quite a bad fail from KA in first, but once they were put into that position, they reacted to it very quickly, understood what they needed to do, and Ivan and Devil again in top 2 all of the time, hitting these backs. Psycho there to support, putting in the schlag work, using his items conservatively and well. It's a really clean performance so far from LV. But again, the mother of all resets comes out, BC3. Starting with Psycho's POV in 5th here, with his teammates in top 2, he'll be tapping a little bit, finding some shrooms, finding something useful, maybe a mega to spam. He actually goes 8th.
8th is not bad here.
This could be very strong. The whole room spinning as per usual.
Ivan is doing what he needs to do.
POV. Shroom in 3rd, but Ivan and Devil top 2.
Did he go for
almost 100%?
I'm interested. Oh
blocked.
Yeah, there it is. Beautiful teamwork there. Psycho making Shroomless with the star as well. Oh,
Devil redding KA, and KA is gonna get redded again.
And again.
They are top 4?
And again.
Well, LV are top 4.
This is the LV show so far.
Nathan
and
in 10. Blue is out from the other POV, but this is looking really strong. Nathan did not fall off. So LV could be in a
Ooh.
position to have shock. Ivan having to burn a shroom, which is unfortunate.
Ivan T-Powed. Okay, you did say this is the mother of all resets, though. JC, not in position to get into, like, first or anything, but in position to contest the top spots. We'll see
Ivan
with
just took
Devil.
cut in
Okay, that's.
first.
Yeah,
Daiko,
yeah.
triple greens in second, taking shroomless. Very clean, very nice. Nathan driving forward. Nathan
Oh,
has shock. He's actually in third right now.
and on the other
If he
pub,
was a runner.
Devil just backing KA with the fib immediately after KA takes cut. This is from bad to worse here for Perma
Psycho,
JC.
Psycho dodging the power there. That was very nice.
Oh my god.
This looks really bad for JC. Like, really bad. Knowing that Nathan has shock. Doesn't look like any of the bottom spots are able to hit him. These shrooms from KA
Take a look
might
at
have no
Psycho here.
effect.
Switch for a quick second. Oh no, he's not gonna take cut. Sorry, it was
No, he's going
blocked.
to play it nice and safe. We might see a shock come out soon. Yep, there it is.
Oh, it's unblocked. KA very much in position to overtake. Not overtake second. No, no,
KA
he
sitting
throws
on
way too
Shroomless.
late. Way too late of a grow.
They are 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, they'll go for mids here.
Red there.
He's in bomb snipe range, but that's the only item really they can get out. Yeah, even if he connects here, I think Psycho's good.
Top 2, 5, 4.
Oh wow.
Oh, so Ivan dodging the power on the wall. That's what it was. I thought it was just lag, but I'm
Okay,
a bot, so
you're fine. No,
I didn't see
hey,
that.
when you're casting, like you can miss things every now and again, and that's really good. Thank you for that bit of information, Astro.
But yeah, top two, 6, 8. So again, for BC3, when you're in top 4, you kind of have to shock around cut. Of course, there's going to be people that are able to take it, but that's still very strong. 4 races on.
Yeah, I mean, Psycho played that race to absolute perfection. I mean, he made Shrimless twice. Was able to make a couple plays with the greens, I think, too, and well, red onto KA at least. And it's yeah, Z Devil also got KA out of fourth after he took it. So
So a very well played GP1 for LV. They find themselves up 32 after 4. Yeah, Z Devil 43, Ivan 36, Psycho 34. It was those 3 we saw mostly. I'm sure that Derek is doing the dirty work that nobody likes doing. Sitting for those box 8s, holding those items, flagging, being the pest that every team needs when they're occupying most of the top spots, which LV have done for the majority of these first 4 races. So going into GP2 with spots reset, so LV are back to 1, 3, 5, 7. We'll see a DDR come out for them. Yeah, really strong start. This is exactly what LV wanted, exactly what JC didn't want. I'm not sure how mentally they might be feeling at the moment after losing match 1 and being down a considerable amount after GP1. LV obviously playing with a lot of confidence. You can see that in the racing, the coordination of the double backs, the confidence in each other to put in the work.
yeah,
And
I mean,
Devil and Ivan just in
LV
constantly.
LV have been, I shouldn't say considered, but if I were to describe them perfectly, I'd say they've always been in contention, in the higher divs, but they've been more of like a gatekeeper in a way, like for D2. Well, D1 maybe they only played in D1 maybe like a couple seasons. D2 they've been very much of a stronghold in D2. But this is probably one of LV's best performances I've ever seen from them so far. Obviously, anything can happen in 8 races, but we'll see.
Yeah, so KA choosing to mega straight through the cut, a very good play, getting the shrooms. They need to occupy more of the top spots. They haven't done that enough, and KA has noticed that. And
Oh, Ivan's out. Yeah, that was a double snipe there. One on Ivan, one on KA. And Z Devil, like you mentioned, who has only played 6 GPs, is, part of that core five, as I mentioned, hasn't played very much this season, but very much showing that he belongs here in this level. But Kairos does take the Triple Shroom Ultra as well as
Psycho
Psycho.
making it this time around, so 2-3 for
Yeah.
LV. Learned from his mistakes from match 1. Can't really flame him too much, it happens. Yeah, strong position here. KA on the other POV has some pretty useless red shells right now with his teammate in front of him. Psycho and Devil able to run in 2-3. One of the baggers has a decent break in 10th, not falling off there.
Decent break in 10th, going around.
Nice fib back from Psycho there onto KA.
This is a sign, whoever's in 10th right now likely has, I think that's Jaker, he likely has Shock. Can we see a shakeup from JC? We see K in 7th, maybe he can chain something good. No, just triple
shrooms in
shroom.
play from both of our POVs. Not too much going on. KA spinning in the back there. Psycho playing aggressive at wall glitch. Putting triple shrooms, he could get past Casper here if it is Shockless. A TC for KA. His race is over on the other POV. Shock intersect comes in from JC, but Psycho getting the lowest spot box. This could be good for him. He pulls blue.
Ooh, I thought he was off, no?
And Casper and Fatal both get shrooms.
Oh my god, this is such a mix! I have no idea who got...
Kairos dead.
Yeah, I don't know who got what, though. The pack was so tight on the line there. Photo finish for multiple people.
8 for LV. That might be 1-3-5-8 or 1-4-5-8. It's so difficult to say where Fatal, the only European in the room, actually finished. Very difficult to say.
I feel like that race
LV
was just...
still ended up winning that race. Yeah. Oh no!
It was very mixed.
No. Fatal managed to get himself into first. Wow, fair play.
Yeah.
So 1-3-6-7 for
1-3-6
a winning race,
and 1-3-6 and 7. I feel like that's a very important word to throw in between those two numbers.
Yeah, I can't. For our brain rotted members of our community, try not to laugh too hard, guys.
Funny number. I think there's another number that's two numbers above that one, but hey. Yeah, I mean for these spots,
a winning race for JC, so they'll be able to hopefully build a little bit of momentum coming out with the Maple pick here. Grumble from LV, pretty classic for LV. I know they like this track quite a lot. And a random from Jaker. He wasn't quite sure on the method. Yeah, off the Grumble Volcano we go. So no track snowball opportunity for JC, but again, GV is a very dynamic track, obviously with the rock hop shortcut. Things can change so quickly within that race. It's all about who gets those shrooms into those good spots, who makes the cut.
Yeah, 2-3-5 here. Expect Psycho to do a little more hopping as he usually does. Maybe get like a 6th here. He sneaks a 5th there, yeah. Sneaks a 5th there. Very good.
No stop triple shrooms is pretty strong here. K on our other POV, for example, itemless in front of him.
I don't think that's the play. Even if he does get the box, I don't think that's a play if you're Psycho. What do you think?
Out here, though. Might be able to grief them here. They are in 6-7 here. JC, right? They bottom 3. This bomb could be huge.
He could, yeah. I mean, yeah, he pulls a shroom here, but that's oh wow, we see 2 rock failures.
Maybe
no, 1 rock failure. 1 rock failure, 1 went around.
5 there.
Okay, potentially. Yeah, I didn't catch what happened exactly, but yeah.
I think Jake took his box and he was standstilling.
Okay, then yeah, that's definitely a -5 offense.
Maybe a penalty if he picks up on that. 2-3 for LV right now. Kairos in first, but Blue is out. Does he have any more shrooms? He does, so we can assume he probably has 1 more shroom in first.
And this could be huge. This could be huge here. If Psycho not opting to hold his shrooms is very detrimental to him now, as you can see.
Important to note that Jaker went for the bagging strat here. He failed it, and in that time, Nathan, as you do, you can get 1 box in 10th while the bagger's performing the strat, and Nathan pulled it. So LV have shock. Psycho
Okay.
passes the TC to Casper really well played. This is
Okay. I mean, I think the best they can get here is 2, 3, 4 because Kairos likely has another shroom in one. Actually, no, there was no, never mind. He doesn't because of that blue dodge. So they could get something more than
here it
first
comes.
here. Yep.
Oh, someone dodged in. Was that Nathan? No, that was Nathan, I think. So guaranteed first, which is
Look like Nathan. Yeah.
obviously really strong. Maybe a shroom here. Nice.
Okay. Okay.
So 1, 3, 4.
1, 3, 4. Yeah. Pardon me for a little
Looks like
hiccup there.
looks like Derek's
I
getting
quickly.
fifth. Derek is getting fifth on
Oh
our other
wow.
POV. That's a massive race for LV.
Whew. Yeah. I mean, pardon me for a little hiccup there. I quickly remembered and corrected myself that Kairos didn't have any shrooms because he dodged the blue. So definitely were able to take cut in second and call himself in cut there. Huge race, massive race there for LV, and it's just one after the other, and LV constantly putting just more and more pressure on JC, the overwhelming favorites, considering the community votes.
Yeah, I mean up 46 right now.
Now, was Fatal.
Insanely
I think
strong
Fatal also
performance.
failed the Rock Hop lap 1, which also contributed to that.
Oh, there's been a reset. Reset Fatal Stream. So KA is out. We have a new POV coming in, which will be Fatal.
Okay.
So KA is out. They're making a last minute substitution, I imagine. Or in fact, I'm almost 100% certain that this is Torp.
This is Torp. Yeah, super sub Torp. I have had so much history with Torp. He is an absolute legend of the game. Also very chill, but just very. His not only is he super strong running wise, but his IQ in the game is second to none. But he's also just such a good dude, man. He's very much someone you want to have on your team. He checks all the boxes, and I think that's very much needed at this point in time.
Yeah. So measures being taken after that race by JC, you would have assumed that a reaction is needed, and they've made the decision to get Torp in. LV claiming spots, obviously, from the reset. If Ivan has 4 races on, though, can't spots get claimed?
They can. They certainly can.
Back to odds and evens after the 3rd race of this GP.
They certainly can. We don't see any of that being the case, though. Oh, taking spots. Never mind. LV did claim it.
No,
3 minutes ago.
because they hosted with 4 race, I'm fairly
Gotcha.
certain that the spots can get reset going into race 8. Although I could just be lying. But yeah, KA out, Torp in, Fatal, new POV for us to enjoy for these last 6 races of match 2. Personnel changes, getting your highest individual scorer on your team in is always key. But 6 races left down 46 with the way we are playing, it might be too little, too late. That's not me writing JC off by any means at all. But
I mean, I've given my flowers definitely to LV here. And I hope nobody thinks it's glaze or anything. I'm just going off the fact that I'm like a Joe Rogan, right? I'm not old UFC Joe Rogan, where anybody that's an underdog, like you typically get a little more excited for them doing well. But I kind of disagree a little bit in the sense of the writing on the wall. I think Torp is very much someone that needs to come in and can shake things up. And 6 left, that's an average of about 7 or 9 points. Obviously, given that you can't win a race by an even amount without DCs. I think it's still possible. I mean, LV definitely very much more likely to win, but I think it's still possible for JC to come back. They just need a good race. They need an instant answer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll take a short break here, and we'll come right back with more Mario Kart Wii action. Stay tuned.
All right, so after a short intermission, we are back. Just to remind everybody where we're at, LV currently find themselves 46 points up after 6 races. We've just seen JC make a substitution. KA has come out, and Fatal, our new JC POV, is in the last race.
Or Torp is in, yeah.
Yeah, Torp is in. Fatal being our new POV, sorry, and
Yeah,
1, 3, 4, 5 claimed spots by LV. Classic, who could have expected? Rainbow Road is out. We'll start this POV with Psycho.
And I did mention right before the intermission, JC need to respond now. And I think Torp coming in is very beneficial for that potential. Rainbow Road isn't. Let's just say that very much. But they worked around it very well. That first war, even though LV were a little more consistent than JC in that match 1, I think one of JC's best races was in Rainbow Road, LV's pick. So we'll see how they approach this one.
There we have Psycho getting that draft, looking to push.
Just concede. Well. Just concede. Yeah, that was scary.
On the track, Mega here. He might insta use it depending on who is around him. Past the TC. Here it comes.
That's what you need to do if you're Psycho. It doesn't swerve as much as I thought he would, though. I thought he would try to.
A little bit of buffer on the stream, but Psycho hit out. Fatal's found his way into 3rd place if we flick over, get our first view of Fatal in this match. Surprise, LV top 2. Jacob going for strat. Nathan opting to touch boxes in 9th while Jacob goes for the strat. Not putting it there.
He misses the boost panel, but we did see this exact scenario from Fatal in match 1. Holding his own, making Shroomless in lap 1, and staying up there. And can he break this LV top 2? It's just a matter of avoiding backspans these couple turns. Oh, that was good.
On our
other
POV, we've just seen Psycho pass Torpa TC, but Psycho's now hit a Nana off and losing power, which would have been really strong in the upcoming section, yeah.
That's big. Surely LV would have calmed that, no? We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how.
Psycho finds himself in 8th, but we'll stick with Fatal in 3rd. This was the position for the majority of Rainbow Road race in match 1, where LV occupied most of the top spots. It was Fatal.
It was 2-3. It was 2-3 from JC most of that race, yeah. But we'll see. It's top 2 this time.
No surprise. Ivan in first. Nice red, stationary red. Sitting blue comes out. Ivan gonna get blued. So it will be 1-3. Oh, misses the combo. So Ivan stays in 2nd. I have no idea how that didn't hit. That's 0 and it did. Nice green, but Fail's doing a really good job at holding down his spot. But on a track like Rainbow, sitting track, one of the baggers is going for it. I'm going to assume that's Jaker that's touching boxes. No bagger pulls there, so shockless for now.
Oh,
bit of lag.
Ivan was okay, nice work from Ivan. Ivan was forced to go top path or the side path there to avoid a red, but makes Shroomless instantly after. That's the, high div plays you expect someone like Ivan to make, and that was very crucial.
Oh, shot comes out.
Oh.
Solo dodging Kairos, and he's in Bill.
He's not going to catch top 2. Wait, that Bill's lasting long.
No, it's not going to be enough.
No.
Bad drop as well. Psycho taking home the 6th, where he was for the whole race. Top 256 for LV, so another very strong race for them. Psycho dropping a couple emotes on the bottom 2 there. But yeah, we didn't quite catch it because we were focused on Fatal, but Psycho was shocked like frame before he headed into cannon.
Gotcha.
With Kairos solo dodging in the cannon with Bill. I think Fatal maybe played for a TS on one of the top 2, but it didn't work. But yeah, again, Ivan, that's his track.
Really? A TS on top 2? Well, top 2 was, second, especially. Well, first especially, but even second was well past ramp. So I don't know if that was a TS attempt, because that was a very mistimed one. If that Fatal was already after the ramp, so I don't think it was a TS, but that would have been the play, I think. if there were to be a play, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't pay too much attention to the baggers once I saw them sitting. I don't really know when shock was pulled and what the plan was with it, but not the race that JC needed. The reset claim spot's working very well in LV's favor. Finds them up 61 with 5 left. Yeah, big races needed from JC, and they head over to Delfino Square. A suitable track, reset track, very shock reliant, very item reliant, big shortcut towards the end of the track. Could work in their favor if they play this opening section well, get some drafts up to break up the top spots. Bottom spots are quite strong items for the shortcut lap 1, and see if Jake can find himself in 10th as well. Draft
Psycho
on
drafting
Kairos from
Kairos.
Psycho, nice draft, top 3. We'll see one of these guys sit, surely. Yeah, Psycho's going to sit. Go for the mid-spot box, that's a 6th or a 5th, gets reds. So does Fatal, bit of a nothing interaction here.
Indeed,
Topping
yeah.
spot,
And third dropping there is not too bad, but I was gonna say that, with considering top 3 can maybe back if you pull an item in third, but I think that's the right play from Psycho ultimately.
Yeah, so Psycho does a good job here at dropping so that he can take the cut. Finds himself in 4th for the bottom.
Is he in?
Casper
Oh,
is in
not anymore.
first. 2, 3, 4, 6 right now. Interesting to see what Psycho opts to do with the bomb, whether he looks like he's trying to make a play onto Kairos, get a draft and cause a back bomb, but it doesn't look like it's going to come off. Ambitious bomb up, causes Fatal a couple problems, but on our other POV, Fatal has a star in 5th here. So he's in a really strong seat.
Bagging battle
Psycho
so tight.
just rolling
Bagging
triple
so
shrooms,
tight.
yeah. One of these baggers might have Bill, one of them could have Shock.
You just gotta train. You gotta do this anyway, honestly.
Okay, so both of them went around the grass. I think one has Bill, one has Shock. Fatal taking double. One of them's off. Nathan is in 10th.
Kairos got started midair.
Bill. So Psycho with a shroom in 2nd here. Fatal with a nice backfib onto Psycho. So Fatal holding down first, but Nathan in 10th doesn't have it. Just jumped off with Bill. Despite the baggers being close, opting to chain in 9 for Jake, a chain in 10th for Nathan. Jake is coming back, looking to try and keep it shockless, but Fatal in first. Nice fib in the dip, hitting Psycho on our other POV. Very nice back. Fatal holding it down on our other POV. Power comes out. Psycho is forced into his Mega around the cut. Will we see a shot come out for LV here? Blue is out.
Wow, he delayed that a bit, but it's gonna connect before no.
He's gonna hit him right on the line, yeah. Oh, he's gonna cross. Oh, he didn't
Yeah.
cross. He's still.
Why
Shock
did
red comes
Psycho
out at
wait?
the end.
Why did Psycho wait? That was a good 1.5 to 2 seconds before he threw that.
There might be the scenario that one of LV's top spots took the shroom cut in 2nd, but maybe got hit out, which caused the delay of the blue throw, thinking that they would be first, but they weren't.
That would make total sense.
Nice little shock red there on Kairos to gain him a spot. I don't think it was a particularly big race for either team.
Which definitely favors LV in that case.
Yeah, 2, 3, 5, 7. That is pretty even, more than fine. A +1 race.
And Torp, as I mentioned.
With 4 races left, up 62.
And Super Sub Torp, unfortunately, with 2 eighthers in a row.
Yeah, it might be too little, too late for JC. LV seem very comfortable, very commanding right now. Neutral track coming out of Sherbetland.
We've seen crazier things.
Yeah, we have. I was saying this earlier during the AI IG match when AI were up around about this total. I think they were up about 10 more points going into GP3 of match 2, sorry, and I spoke about my team OS in semi-finals against LV where we were down 72 going into race 9 of match 1 of semis, and we won by 1. So you can do it. It did take us a shock in 9th and a blue. shock in ninth at 30 seconds, sorry, and an all run and a blue. But
Okay.
yeah, LV in a very strong position here, getting their track pick, getting Sherbetland again, another very neutral track. Reset predominant, mix up the spots. Psycho getting a slightly unwanted draft, but it will allow him to bag for a slightly better box. Gets like a box 6 there, triple shrooms. Kairos spinning on the Nana, top 3.
Yep.
That's been a massive part of what LV have done well, is winning these opening interactions and finding themselves in good spots, as they do in this situation. Ivan trimming up on our other POV.
I
Devil
mentioned
spinning.
that. Oh,
Ooh.
Torp! Good work around there from Torp. I think Psycho. He is. I did mention before he's a demon as a Schlager, but that time he kind of conceded too much ground to Torp.
So after that very well played interaction from Torp, JC find themselves in top 3. On our other POV, if we just flick over very quickly, we can see Psycho has pulled Bill, which will favour LV in the bagging battle. Jake in 9th. Doesn't look like he's moving particularly fast, so he could have it already. Kind of hard to tell on what is a smaller screen. No, I think he's shrooming. Yeah, so LV in 10th. Very strong position right now for JC there.
Yeah, top 2 here for JC. Easily double backable here. Yep, there's a wide. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't back wide. Okay, it's top 3 then.
On the other POV, just to note, it's 4, 5, 6, 7 right now for LV. If they have shock, it's got to be soon. Ivan looking to chain his items. Here comes the shock. Solo build. No, Derek dodged.
Gets him into box. Gets his Torp, yeah, but gets him into boxes. We'll see. Oh.
Side red comes out. Well played from Torp. Derek off. Oh, that's big.
That's huge. A blue though.
Blue comes out. Fatal finds himself into first.
$145 for JC.
How comes
Psycho's out.
Psycho's spinning on the other POV.
Oh, his Nana from lap 1, I think. Or from lap 2, sorry.
Ivan might try and muscle in him. No, he's going to play safe. They don't need a massive race. It's going to be 2-3. 2-3-5 if we flick over to Psycho. 2-3-6. Torp dodging. 2-3-6-7.
Another neutral race favoring LV in the end.
Yeah,
I mean,
damage limitation again, but they're up 62. They don't need huge races. They just need to stop JC from getting a massive one, and they were in a position to get that big race. But an interesting shock from LV there. I wonder whether Nathan may have been forced into using a dodge. Oh, sorry, not using a dodge, using shock, which was why the shock came the way that it did. But only a -1 race. JC need more than that. That'll do for LV.
Yeah, and also worth noting too, possibly a bill workaround play, because if you don't shock there, then you could easily bill one of your teammates on those really tight, corners with the bill route just goes swerving all over the place. That was just the best place to use bill to not bill your teammates, so I think that was the play ultimately. And TSing Torp. I mean, good little niche play if that's the case.
Yeah. Decent shock. Good damage limitation. -1 race. I think they'll be pretty pleased with that. We see TF and KC, which is what we get again. We can clearly see that LV are aiming for these neutral races, picking these neutral tracks, so there's plenty of time for the course of the race to change, giving themselves the best opportunity to sort of limit damage that JC can do. Again, a sitting track unless one of the baggers does make the clip, which I don't expect to see, but I could be totally proven wrong. Psycho sitting for the box 8, pulling a golden, perfect item, can get himself right up into the front straight away. Devil spamming the Mega, hitting Torp. This is another really strong opening here from LV.
Yeah.
Ivan in first, which will soon be taken up by Psycho if he can avoid the red, which he does. Hits the wall slightly. Not ideal,
definitely.
but still a good spot to be in. 1-3.
Yeah.
Fatal
Definitely not
again,
slightly,
placed in another position, just like Rainbow Road, where he's sort of forced to play to live.
This is easily star droppable for second. Easily star droppable. Definitely a lot of space. There's a star drop for second. Oh, bad line. Bad line there from Fatal. Doesn't get the mid-air hop there.
Derek could make a
And
play on him here, and he
a
does. Well played
TC
by
for
Derek.
troubles. That is such a that very swingy mistake. I must say there.
Blue right now in Fatal's possession. It is thrown, getting Ivan after the
Fatal.
ramp. Will put Casper into first, although he fails, so Psycho will find himself in first. Ivan
Yeah.
has a massive break before that blue shell.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it came from that fatal error, right? But
But yeah, 3-4 for JC, top 2 for LV. Instructions pretty simple for Nathan. Deny shock, drop me a star. Life is good.
life
Let's
is
back up down. The baggers are gone.
maybe not so good. Not a
The
star
baggers
drop
are
for
gone.
LV there. Yeah. Oh, bagger. Yeah, definitely already shock being
And
held.
here comes a
There it is.
shock. That's got to be JC. If we flick over to the other POV, Fatal just got shocked
No,
into boxes.
nope. Two of LV dodge. Two of LV dodge.
2 of LV dodged. That could have been a really bad shock. They shocked JC into set in bottom 2,
Yeah,
but Fatal
and
pulled
this
on
is-
our other POV a single red. He now has a star.
Ladies and
LV are
gentlemen.
commanding.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, LV are one race away from potentially putting the dagger in the hearts of JC with 2 to go.
Torp is breaking the red, but you know, they're bottom 2 right now. JC Psycho's got these shrooms, sort of failing, but doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, Torp is the only one. Nope, Torp is bombed.
Torp's gone.
The knife in the hearts. Oh, except for the fail there from Psycho.
Only thing that can save them is a spam shock here. Psycho shrooming up. It'll be 8th for Psycho. Shock comes too late, but you can assume that the rest of LV were occupying 3 out of the 4 top spots in one configuration or another. That is probably it. And
yeah, you can all run here though.
As that comes through, a message in D2 rep chat: JC have forfeited.
No way they forfeit. No, they actually. Oh, I mean the mental's gone, right? But I'm surprised they didn't go for all run at this point. You know, you never know what could happen. But really, I'm actually kind of at a loss there.
But
ladies and gentlemen, lethal vengeance against most, if not every, I think every vote after the first 2-3 races. We saw every vote for JC from the Twitch, the people on Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, lethal vengeance on to the final against Eve St. Laurent.
Yeah, LV winning match 2 by 80 after 10 races, forfeit. Yeah, incredible show of character to prove everybody watching wrong.
Character, resilience, teamwork, everything under the sun. I think LV, like I said in I think after GP1 at some point of this war, one of their most impressive performances to date, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I think that is just about it from us. Just wanted to say thank you for tuning in to all the casts we've had running today. We'll be looking to get as many casts as we can up and running with World Cup soon approaching around the corner. So yeah, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for casting 2 matches, Seed. I hope your voice will be okay.
I hope so too.
All right, and thank you all for tuning in, you lovely Mario Karters. Always a pleasure to cast. Always a pleasure to be on the mic. Yeah, that being said, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys on the flip side.